Hi everybody, it's Rob. We are busy with the SEO course and this is the final video number 16. I'm not 17, my bad. It's about the tools or SEO tools that you can use, and I won't do a summary video. Basically the summary is stick to the basics. Good keyword content, quality content that's readable, basic on-page SEO, social sharing, backlinking, all of that. Backlinking especially is what's going to rank you. Okay, so I want to tell you that even though I'm going to show you all of this, as with Google Analytics, as with rich snippets, and now with tools, if you never get to use them or apply them or test them or whatever them, you will still be fine. It's not like like if you were building a car and you never added the wheels, it won't drive. This is not wheels, this is the sunroof, electric windows. You don't necessarily need them to get on with it. And I say this without meaning to be snarky in any way. I say it simply because of a simple fact, and that is that if you have fibromyalgia and you want to start making money, if you start to get bogged down, and this is a bogged down thing, with details that don't make that much difference, you're going to email me after 2 years of paying for my subscription and say, Rob, I haven't made any money yet. I'm still on page 4 of my website, and I'm going to burst into tears for you. And I mean really, really burst into tears for you. The most important thing is to spend a week or two doing really great niche and keyword research. Know the basics of where you're going to go. Once you know where you're going to go, push start yourself off and build a content rich, social shared website that has added content regularly, and you create backlinks, you do other things, all of which is in this training above here, like video number, backlinks, video number 5. That is enough to get you going faster than any of these analyzing. And let me then say, if you're going to do analytics, that's fine. Check it once a month. When I did it for clients, SEO, they wanted to see these results. They really did. I get it, because they want to see what I'm doing. And most of the time, this was just wasting their time doing things that, well, yeah, we didn't really need to do. Wow. I've got a rule. I've told you this rule. I said it. How many times have I left my emails open? Okay, so I'm not going to do this in any order. In fact, yes, I'm going to do it in order. I'm going to go and choose a URL of my own. What websites are open here? Things to make and sell from home is just fine. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go into, where were we here? I'm going to go into here, number 1, 2, 3, 4, Screaming Frog, because other than this one, it's not online. So Screaming Frog is a free downloadable software that you can get. You would then install it, and you would come along and click start, and what it'll do now is it's going to go to that website of mine, Things to Make and Sell from Home, that I haven't worked on for a long time, but I have worked on it in the past, and it'll tell you all the bad things that I've done in there, and it's a lot of bad things, so my bad. Now, because I'm on the free version, it limits me to a few things. Let's see if I get enough of the website crawled. It only crawls, I think, to 500 pages or 500 somethings. So it's on 99% up here. There we go. So I only got to 416 for whatever that is. It's okay. And then what you do is you work your way through this one by one. And if you don't have a clue what protocol is, do I? Probably not. It'll help you then find out where the gremlins are on your site. So it tells me that, what are these? It looked at 194 images, 79 something else. It's checked out my HTML and all sorts of things. This is my JavaScript, CSS. it's got other things in here. Blocked by robots, encountered 416 URLs. Maybe I didn't have 500, so that's how far it got. Okay, so here's what I tell you that, sorry, again, you can go to Screaming Frog and probably go to the website and find a course for it. Let's have a look. Screaming Frog training. So you could go in here to training and find out how to do what I'm not telling. Do you have to pay for the training? Well, that's just cruel, huh? Charlie, what were you thinking, my boy? Well, that's really apt. Okay, so it turns out training is probably not free. That's enough to make you burst into tears. Where's the Screaming Frog? So, inside of here, you can pick up where there are faults, like your page titles. You can go and see if your page titles kind of have a consistency to them, have the correct goodies, keyword research, things to make and sell from home, things to make and sell from home. Clearly, I must stop putting things to make and sell from home on every single page title and find out why it's doing that, because in my opinion, this is at a glance, that's over keywording the words things to make and sell from home. So I should just go, I could either then just edit it, you know, do variations of that, products you can build yourself from home, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's already probably dangerous, but are there any bad things? No. There's no errors, which is cool. Meta description needs to match what that page is. So meta description is the bit that you fill in on your page that I keep going on about. It's kind of when you're building it. And so, yeah, do as I say, don't do as I do. All of these don't have meta descriptions. So typical. And it seems like my Contact Us page does. So you would go through and you would make sure you've got a meta description that isn't a repeated version. What are these that are the same? Those are categories, you see, and your meta description needs to be varied. And so now you would know to go and fix that. And when you come back and check the spider tomorrow, because this will take you all day, there we go. Meta description 2. I'd have to go and find out where. Oh, I think what this does is it pulls the first bit from your website and calls it a meta description, which is also okay, and you need to see they're all indexable. So as I can see, my meta keywords, let's check what my meta keywords are. Yeah, again, do as I say, don't do as I do. One of these, and the Contact Us page, that's so embarrassing, has got keywords. All of these things to make and sell, crafts to make and sell, craft ideas to sell, easy crafts to make and sell, blah, blah, blah. All of those could be the variations I was looking for in my meta page titles. In fact, remember they had all of those things on the same. But I have a feeling that this might be in my URL, but this is exactly what this is about, is it's going through it and looking to see what you've got. Have you got something related in an H1 title and an H2 title or not? You would check out your images. By the way, you can do some research. I'm not going to work it out for you here and now, but these can tell you which images are far too big. Although there's another tool that I'll talk to you about that will help you find that. And then things like page, and I can't say canonicals, there we go, canonicals. Took a bit of a reading brain thing there. Do I know what they really are? Not really. I understand what canonicals is. It's the order of your, if I'm correct, of your how. It's a structural thing. Okay, let's check this. This is internal. What you're looking for here are baddies. Status code's 200. Find out what a 307 is. It's a redirect. So there's another redirect. That's fine. I wonder why I've redirected those. Let's go and see what they are. It's a content upload. It was a question mark. It's content uploads. Go and have a look. You'll probably find I just loaded somebody else's image, and therefore that's fine. So can you see here it's just throwing all the information up on a single page. External will tell me oh, I bet you this page doesn't exist anymore, but it does somewhere. So this is exactly the point of the Streaming Frog, as you go through it and it'll tell you things that you will then go and edit and fix on your website. I'm going to close. I better just minimize it in case I need to come back in here. Let me go through the next stuff. Ahrefs is a tool that, if you're serious about SEO, is absolutely incredible. They're like one of the top ones. They've got all these things inside. You can do keywords and rank tracking and audits and stuff. That their training and their blog alone gives me more tips, or reminds me like, oh my goodness. So can you see the kind of stuff that they've got in here? They can check your position. They can do stuff that is absolutely amazing until you see the price, and then you realize, okay, so it's not that important. That's my honest opinion, because at 179, what, for 7 days, these are only trials. I have no I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so there's the $7 you start and you kind of see it, but it's really $180 per month. Now, if you're making $10,000, $15,000 a month, it might pay to come along and join Ahrefs. A 7-day trial, lady. I hate it when they tell you this, by the way. They'll give you a 7-day trial for $7. Software this sophisticated, and let's be honest, it's what it is. This advanced, you can learn how to use this lot in a year and still be a beginner at the end of a year, right? With my experience of 10 years of online marketing, I would still have to come through here and think and listen to what they say. And even though I've done it all in some form or other online, when I'm in their training, I'll realize, okay, cool, I can do that here. And it's debatable as to whether you needed that much money's worth of that. Let me close it as we go. So there was the Ahrefs. Right, then there's the Google tools, which is Webmaster Tools, which I'm going to close straight away. And there is the Google Analytics, which we've been through, and I'm going to close straight away. Okay, so let's go and have a look. So that was Google Analytics and Webmaster Tools. That's cool. Ahrefs, brilliant. You pay for it. Screaming Frog, very cool to look at the basics. Put on those, check out what my site looks like from a Google point of view, sunglasses, and it works just fine, right? Now, SEO Power Suite is another one that I use a lot. It's free for most of the analytics. I've downloaded their workflow thing, which tells you, so this you can go and get from them, by the way, from linkassist.com. But they're clever, because check it out, this page, so be careful, you just go and get it, tells you how to create a winning SEO campaign. Sure, not that one. Here, with the help of Rank Tracker, with the help of Website Auditor, with the help of SEO Spyglass. This entire training system is teaching you how to use their software. Their software is cool. So I don't have a problem with it. Somewhere, I know in the last week or 20, I have done a close look at what these things can do. But in the link page on my website, under resources, I will give you a link to this. I prefer you to use my link, by the way. You can just go straight to linkassist.com if you don't want to include me, but I'd prefer to give you an affiliate link so that if you buy something from them, I'll make a com for my efforts. It's not the end of the world. I do love them, though. So they're like a light version of Ahrefs. They do the same things, and you can do kind of a fair amount of it for free. I'm not going to go through what it can and can't do here. If you feel you need that, let me just state, sorry. Rank Tracker tracks ranking. Website Auditor looks at your website. SEO Spyglass helps you see what your opposition are doing. And Link Assist helps you get backlinks and linking. So, hey, all of that is pretty cool. And in each case, there's a fair amount of work involved. So we come back to what I opened this video with. Take care. Don't get caught up in the bogging under and the mud of SEO until you've got the time to do it. And the ability, not like, oh, you're too stupid. I'm talking about ability from a fibromyalgia energy point of view. In fact, this is the last video for me for the day. I could feel, before I started, I could feel me making mistakes. And so my energy levels at 10 to 1 are kind of cooked as far as I need full power. I'm going to teach you, I'm going to need to do it with my brain working at the max, right? And so to do that, I can tell you now, next video, I'm not going to be. Even this one, I probably am hitting a blip or two. I mean, for example, I opened the video to record and I didn't push record, and I was staring at my screen for about 10 seconds before I thought, oh, whoops. So can you see, if you don't have that energy that fibro robs you of, put the energy that you do have to a better use. Create content to backlinks. Don't come and play. But come and play once a week, once a month. That's okay. Go and look at the other videos I've got somewhere on there for link assist, rank tracker, and all of that. It is there. Right, let's see what else I've got. This is link assist again. By the way, their blog is fantastic. I'm forever in their blog. Same as Ahrefs. Yeah, how to create an SEO content plan to help your business. They really do that. They give you really, really cool advice. And they can't give you, let's be honest, shitty advice, because they're in the business of being professional SEO people. Fair enough, they're selling software. Whereas other people like myself, I'm selling a course, an overall other thing. It's hard to explain the difference. But a single person making courses like me, they can lie to you in what things can and can't do when you buy crappy courses out there. They're not too worried. They'll take your money, you'll buy. I bought something out 2-3 weeks ago, and I'm still so sad. It was only $28 or $35 or whatever, but it was a complete waste of money. And I haven't had a refund or bothered. But it's like, excuse me, tell me something and then do it. Don't not. Anyway, link assist, trustworthy, good ones, go for it. Right, now GT Metrics is a tool that tests your speed loading of your website. Okay, so as you can see, I was doing this for a video a day ago, I think yesterday. Let's go and find one of my sites, the things to make and sell from home. Right, so if I go to Ahrefs, GT Metrics, my bad, I want to see, by the way, the 4 is pretty cool. If your site is loading longer than 10 seconds, you do have a problem. You are going to be punished in your rankings. So you need to either take a link from my resources and get better hosting. You've got crappy hosting, or you've done things to your website that makes it content slow. In other words, big images, all sorts of evilness and gremlins that generally mess it up. 4 seconds is good. I get an F in red. Oh no. So I'm not serving scaled images. So what they're telling me is if I go and find these images, I can save 98% of its KBs by doing it. Do you think this takes me straight to an actual image? Oh, let's go and see. Let's go and see, Rob. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, so I don't care. It's an old site. It was that one I was showing you. So yes, look at this thing. It's a huge image. I bet you it's a tiny image on the page. So I get it. Scaled images, fix it, Rob, fix it. So now this sadly means I do have to fix this. I must go in there and find each one of these and resize them, either with HTML or physically resize it. I've got image training, by the way. Go how to work with images in the training. Go and look there. So bit by bit you would work through what's good and what's bad here. How do we close this here and go to minimize redirects? And again, go and see which ones are redirecting and kind of see if I can fix it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes I don't have a clue what it is. Sorry, I always shouldn't think out loud. I have no idea what academiccap.png is. I could go and look. It's probably an image that I should have renamed, by the way, if it's called Academic Cap and it's not called Things to Make and Sell or a variation of that. Duh. My bad. So I didn't listen to my own version of how to fix things. What's it say? Do as I say, don't do as I do. I love that mantra because it's so real with me. So make your website load fast, people. If you can get it down to a second and a half, a second, you're going to hit page one faster than everybody else. It's just a given. If you're going to run at 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds, you can still get to page one. It'll be okay. Try not to. That's it. Right, let's go to the next thing I've got open for you here. Majestic. I love Majestic. Sadly, it's just like Ahrefs or whatever. It's a suite of tools. But I like it because if you log in and sign in, you can be a person. Let's try log in and see if it knows who I am. Are you serious? I've got to enter 44 million. If I did that right first time, then I'm still okay with my brain, by the way, for the video, if you're worried about that. I confess to you that my brain is fried. Right, so now I don't want to see advertising solutions because I want to just go to check the same one, Things to Make and Sell from Home, my own site, right? So let's go and see what it says about me. Now, there's 222 external backlinks for the whole site. That's pretty cool. Let's click that, in fact. There we go there. I've got 1 trust flow, 20 citation flow. These are numbers that are real, but kind of work for Majestic and other people. Over the years, I've had 5,500 backlinks. They clearly... How many have I got now? Current. Somewhere in here. So it tells me who, where, and how. Quality of our backlinks. I've never, ever made a huge effort to get backlinks, real ones for here. And I repeat, it's very, very important. Real backlinks, go to the training, learn how to do it properly. Right, I don't have, I'm not anywhere in there. Now it tells me, this is very important, and a huge part of the time is it doesn't, yeah, it says, so start a woodworking business, download image, craft to sell homes, sell home, really? Sell home is my anchor text. I have no clue. Things to make and sell online, how to research a winning bestseller. So these are all the backlinking links, anchor text that I've got. 48% of them are other, which is good. 14% are just for this one. More at Things to Make and Sell from Home. So somewhere I've put a link that says more, and it's coming up quite often. Use this to help analyze your backlinking profile. Go back to my backlinking video and see what is and isn't good or bad. It's a nice way to work it. Equally though, I would use this to check my opposition. So let's just choose an example. So let's do Things to Make and Sell. Ha! 10 out of 10, Rob. So this is the actual keyword that I'm competing for, right? And these guys are getting pole position. No, they're not. They're getting, this is a trick. You've got to really be, by the way, to get this, put in, what are these things called? Lists, bullet points that relate, and you'll be surprised if you're near page one, Google's going to suck you up and throw you on page one just because you did a great thing that allows them to put this snippet, whatever the word is. There's a word for this here. Okay, so I just want to check these people out. So I'm going to open them in a new link. Small bull biz trends, Things to Make and Sell from Home. I see they're not WordPress. I'm going to go back to my friends at Majestic. Now remember, I was nowhere to be found, to be honest. I don't think. I think I'm like 100th here, because remember, I've done nothing on this website for 2 years. So I'm not even going to search for it. I'm pretty certain to tell you that. That's like, okay, Okay, so did I copy that? I did. I go back to Majestic. I'm going to throw this into here and compare this to, sorry, remember I had 200 and something backlinks? I want to check to see what these guys do. By the way, it's only going to let me do 2. Oh, I've already done 2 today. Okay, so that's what I do. It tells me become a subscriber, sign up for Pro, no thanks. I don't even know how much it costs. Let's go and see. But yeah, you see, in my opinion, it's not worth it. You can test 2 or 3 a day. Check the important ones. And if you're not happy with that, then use those other people. What were they called? Link Assist. Let me go back to here. The SEO Power Suite people will do a lot of what Majestic does. Right. We've covered analytics. Majestic, Ahrefs, Screaming Frog, SEO. Search manually is a tool. Now, I'll get to that. Let's do site visitors. Site visitors are tools that would help you look, and I've kind of covered it in using Google Analytics. On your site, I suggest you put in count per day, go into your cPanel, and in your cPanel look for visitors or stats, AW stats. They will tell you, but Webmaster Tools will tell you the real truth. It's a tool to check your visitors. So that's cool. I'm happy that you understand that and know that that's a good way of checking it. Let me close that. Right, Search Manual is a tool. Now, just what I was doing there, here, you want to go and see what your problem is and why there's a problem or not a problem. So in other words, if this were the case, and this was a keyword I wanted to rank for, right, I would open up and look at every single not just. So let me show you. I'd do this for all of these. By the way, incidentally, I've installed a thing, so it's a tool. I'm glad I remembered to say it. It's called SEO Quake. It's a Google Chrome, what do they call them? Extension. And if you add it in here, it'll tell you things like this. So it'll tell you that this site has got so many SEMrush backlinks and so many, if you look down here, it tells you where they go. So that's analytics for that. It tells you that the Bing index is so many, that the Alexa, sorry, not Ahrefs, Alexa rank is 30. It's not too bad. This is important. The age of your website makes a difference. Now check this out. A 2018 website ranking second. So I'm glad I've opened this because it tells me that they're doing something just right. So I would go and check the backlinks for this page and find out what they're doing. I would go and see who their backlinks are and steal them. Not steal them, but go and try to get a backlink from that same site, because the whole point of analyzing your opposition for this is if they got there with 8 backlinks or 28 backlinks or 2,000 backlinks, at least you know. So you go and you look up through the SEO Power Suite tools or Ahrefs and you find their strongest backlinks, and you go and ask that website, almost ask, or find out how he got it and see if you can pick up a backlink there the same way. So your tools, here's your brain and Google search. You're checking to see what your opposition have done to be the guy on page 1. So let me go and show you. You'd look for things like, by the way, this SEO Quake tool now shows up more up here, which if you've been watching me, I'm forever going up here and clicking it off, and I'll never get it back for that domain, which is fine too. So there's lots of things you can look at in here. I would look for, through software, the amount of backlinks they've got coming into this page. Not the whole website, just this page. Okay. I would go and look at what they've written on here and how many words they've written. Look at that. These are all things to make and sell. They made a very long list. There's their secret. Check it out. I mean, it doesn't ever stop. Things to make and sell funny. Gabriella, how about tea blends? I bet you this is a tea blend site. Tea book sketches. Here we go. We are in an economy where you can make things at home and sell them online. Yes, we are. Well, I wonder where you're from. Sometimes they don't get a link. This guy got a link, which is what blog commenting is all about, by the way. So there we go. Announcements, details, looking for writers. There we go. You can get a backlink from them to your website. So there's all sorts of things that you can learn from and gain from here. You can even right-click this and do view page source and go and have a look at what they've built it on. It looks like it's HTML. Pretty certain it is. Okay, so there's no WordPress here. Compare this to mine. Let's find one of mine. Visit site. Discard and exit. I have no clue what I was saving. Give me a second for it to open. Right click it. Excuse me. Right click. Really? Right click at view page source. Now if you look up here on mine, it comes up it's still busy with all this stuff, but look, it says WP includes. That's WordPress. Down here it says WP JSON. It says WP includes. They're all WordPress. I think I have to go, people. They're all WordPress clues that tell you. So you can go in here, and if you read through all the blue bits, the kind of the links, it'll even tell you in here what my theme is. Let's see if I can find it quickly. WP content. No. On my website's banner. But I love checking out people's themes, and then I'm like, eh. So plugin, I've got a Pinterest pin it button. So you can, there we go, Divi style. So immediately I know WordPress content themes, Divi styles, CSS. So it's Divi theme. So and plugins, I can go in and check out what plugins they're using, and maybe they've got a secret plugin you didn't have a clue, you know. Or not. Okay, I'm done, guys. You really don't need to know as much as I'm telling you here, even though it all adds up in the end. These are the kind of things that in time I will produce add-on videos in underneath this page. There's going to be a blog section that as you find things that I should have told you, you'll tell me, Rob, I'm missing XYZ. Can't you tell me more about comparing pages and that kind of thing? And I will do so as a video down below. All right, so for now I'm done, guys. Get your SEO done and get back to putting the site together properly. Take care. Cheers.